Shalom, my name is Antebi, and today we are going to learn the Hebrew AlephBet. So grab a paper, a pencil, so you can practice, and let's start. A little bit about the letters, otiyot. The Hebrew AlephBet has 22 letters. Hebrew is written from right to left. Block letters are used for print, and cursive letters are used for handwriting. When appearing at the end of the word, 5 Hebrew letters change forms. Although they look different, they are still pronounced exactly the same. We are going to start with the letter Aleph. As you can see on the right here, is example of a block letter. And on the left, there's an example of the cursive. We are only going to learn the cursive since we write with the cursive and we read with the block. So the letter Aleph, very simple, half circle, just like that, and a line. When you write the line, make sure it's very close to the half circle, or else it's kind of like look like this letter right here, the letter Vav. So again, let's practice from the top, half circle, and a line, and again make sure the line is close. And this is the letter Aleph. The next letter is the letter Bet or Vet. In the block letters, the only difference is the dot, the dagesh inside. Whenever you have the dagesh or the dot inside the letter, it's pronounced Bet, and when you're not, it's a Vet. The way you write Bet or Vet is very simple, like this, and like this. So let's try it again from the top. And this is the letter Bet or Vet. The next letter is the letter Gimel. Gimel. And the way you write Gimel is very simple. You make a little line like this and half a circle. Okay, let's try it again. Make a little line and half a circle. And this is the letter Gimel. Next letter is the letter Daled. Daled. And the way you write Daled, you start from the top left and circle and go like this. Let's try it again. You start from the top left and you go down like this. And this is the letter Daled. Next letter is the letter Hey. Like, hey, how you doing? Okay, the letter Hey, we start, it's 2 arcs, just like that. 1 arc, another arc. And I'll try it again. 1 arc, another arc. Okay, and that's the letter Hey. The next letter is the letter Vav. Vav, very simple. You start from the top to the bottom, just a line like this, top, bottom, and you're done. That's the letter Vav. The next letter is the letter Zain. Zain. And Zain really is the opposite of Gimel, as you can see from here. Gimel goes to the left, Zain go to the right. So, we'll start with the line and half a circle. Okay, again, you start, I made it a little big, but it's fine. And go to the left. And this is the letter Zain. Next letter is the letter Chet. It's a guttural. Chet. So it should come from your throat. And the letter chet, the way you do it is like this, and then a line here. Okay, let's try it again. This, and like this. And this is the letter chet. Next letter is the letter tet, like a T, tet. And the way you write tet is like a U. You start with a U, like this. And then you go up like this. Now the letter tet should be a little bigger or higher than the rest of the letters. And you can see it here. You see how the letters are the same height, but tet is a little higher. So again, like a U. And we go up like this. And this is the letter tet. The next letter is the letter yud. And if this is your line, I'm sorry it's not straight, but if this is your line, yud should be this, like this. Because if it's bigger than that, it kind of looks like a vav. So you can see the difference between vav and a yud. Okay? So this is the letter yud. Next letter, we have a few options. Chaf with the dot, kaf, and then chaf sofit. Chaf sofit will come only at the end of the word. Okay, if it's in the middle or if it's in the beginning, it will be this chaf. But if it's at the end, it will be this chaf. And the way you write chaf is very simple. Like this. Kaf, the same way. Like we said before, we don't write the dot or the dagesh in modern Hebrew. And chaf sofit, like this. Okay, and that's chaf sofit. Now make sure when you write chaf sofit, if this is your line, chaf sofit should be going down a little bit like this. Okay, so that's chaf sofit, and you can see this part goes down. So again, chaf sofit. If it's not going to go down this line, then really it's going to look like bet. So you want to make it different. The next letter is the letter lamed, lamed. And lamed is very simple. You make an oval like this, and then you go up like this. And this is the letter lamed. Again, lamed. Now the letter lamed, it needs to be again higher than the rest of the letters, and you can see here, kind of like the tet. So the lamed should be the same height, bigger than the rest of the letters. Again, lamed. Okay, next letter. Next letter is the letter mem, and we have final mem or mem sofit. So again, mem sofit will come only at the end of the word. The way you write mem is very easy. You start from the right, from the top right, make a line, and then like this, and like this. And this is the letter mem. Again, top right, down, up, and down. And this is the letter mem. Mem sofit, final mem. Very easy. You make a little balloon. And this is the stick. think about it like there's a wind. The wind is here and the balloon is going this way. But this is mem. Again, circle, and it goes like this. And this is mem sofit. Mem sofit. Okay. Next letter is the letter nun. Nun. And nun is written like this. So very easy. Nun. And nun sofit. Again, nun sofit will come at the end of the word. Nun sofit, a line. What's important with nun sofit? That if this is your line, nun sofit should be below the line, like this. Okay, because if it's not going to be below the line, it looks exactly like vav, and you don't want it to be the same. Okay, next letter. Next letter is the letter samech. It's very easy. It's just a circle. And this is the letter samech. The next letter is the letter ein. Ein. Ein is a guttural, so it should come from your throat. And the way you write ein is you start from the top right and you do this. And this is ein. Again, start from the top right. I call ein the diving fish, and the reason I call it diving fish, if you put a mouth, and this is the water because it's diving in the water. So this is the letter ein. The next letters are the letters fe, pe, and fe sofit. Okay, so the way you write it's very simple. You start from the top left and you do this and you connect. Again, fe, and that's fe or pe. Remember, it's the same in modern Hebrew. We kind of read it from context. Fe sofit, final fe, will come at the end of the word, like we said. And it's very fancy here, but really it's really easy because all you do, like we learned, remember we learned how to write the lamed. So you start with the lamed, right? And you start like this, and then you go around, and you go down like this. And this is fe sofit. Again, you start with lamed, you start with the oval, and you go up here. You circle, go back, and you go down. Make sure you go down right here because there's another letter that goes up and which we're going to learn soon. The next letter is the letter tzadi, and the way you write it is this way. It's kind of like the number 3, but a little bigger than the rest of the letters. Tzadi, like this. Okay, let's try it again. Little circle, big circle. Tzadi. Make sure when you write tzaddik, it should be a little bigger than the rest of the letters. Okay, not too big, but a little bigger. Kind of like you wrote the letter tet, and the letter lamed, around that height. Okay, tzaddik, tzaddik sofit, final tzaddik, and really easy. All you do, again with the lamed, the oval, you go up, And then instead of going down like the face of feet, you go up like this. They put it inside, you don't have to. Okay, again. Tzadik Sofit, an oval. You go up, you circle, and you go up. Okay, make sure you go up. Like we said before, if you go down, that's face Sofit. Next letter is the letter Kuf. And the way you write Kuf is like this. Make sure with the letter Kuf that this line will go below your line. So just like that. If this is your line, Kuf should look like this. Okay, and again, this is the letter Kuf. Again, make sure that this line is a part of the letter, because if it's going to be further away, it's kind of look like it will look like Nun Sofit, which is here. So you want to make sure it's really inside, like I wrote here, inside the letter. Again, Kuf. Okay, next letter. Next letter is Reish. Reish. Also a guttural. And the way you write it, Reish, is like this. It's very easy. Reish. Okay, next letter, the letter Shin or Sin. So the way you write Shin is you start from the bottom right. Like this, you go up. And you do this. And this is Shin or Sin again. Like this, and you go up, down here. Shin or Sin. In the block letters, the Shin will have the dot here, and the Sin, the dot on the left. In modern Hebrew, we don't write it. The last letter is the letter Tav, and the way you write Tav is like this. Again, the letter Tav. Like this. And that's it. We went over all the letters.